Welcome back, racing fans. Chip here, and it's that time of the week once again where we take a closer look at what can, might, and most definitely won't happen at this weekend's Formula 1 Grand Prix. So, without any further chit-chat, let's get cracking with the preview and predictions for the Japanese GP, the 17th round of the F1 2018 Championship. Suzuka, 5.8 kilometers, 18 corners, 53 laps. Total racing distance 307 kilometers. I freaking love this track. It's fast, it's flowing, it's a figure of eight. It's as challenging as F1 gets. That's Suzuka. Top 3 greatest circuits on the current calendar? Definitely. Oh, and to spice things up even more, rain is forecast for the weekend. Ever since its introduction in 1987, there has never been a dull race. From the Senna-Prost collisions to the tragic race of 2014. Suzuka is and always will be a classic venue. On track, this being a power circuit, cars will be subjected to some off-the-charts tire stress and lateral forces, with traction and braking power not that paramount. Asphalt grip and abrasion are both high to very high, hence the harder compounds Pirelli nominated. Downforce levels required above average, and a bit of a balancing act that must work on both the twisty sections and on the long straights. As for the rubber provided by Pirelli, this weekend we'll have the medium, soft and super soft in action. Bit conservative if you ask me, but let's not forget that we are dealing with one of the toughest tracks on the calendar. And in fact, the compounds are one step softer than last year. Okie doke, with that said, here are 5 things to look forward to this weekend. Number 1. Toro Rosso Honda. After all, it is the home race for the engine manufacturer. Home race pressure and all that, but from what the team said over the past few weeks, the Japanese package is quite feisty nowadays. Will this propel Gasly and Hartley towards the front of the midfield? Maybe not, but at least they will be able to fight. Number 2. That insane first sector. Yeah, watch out for those first 7 corners. 10 cars, 20 drivers, each with its distinct philosophy and style. Yeah, it will be very fun to watch how they compare through the S-curves. Number 3. Some rain masters at work. Like I've mentioned, it's storm season in Japan at this time of the year. So with rain as the great equalizer, this opens the door to some rain aficionados on the grid to, well, show off their talent. So keep an eye out for Hamilton, Verstappen, even Vettel and Sainz. Number 4. A 3-way battle in the midfield between Force India, Haas and Renault. In Russia, Renault were nowhere really. They've tried the counter strategy from softs to ultra softs, but it didn't work. Smelling blood and points, both Force Indias and Magnussen grabbed the opportunity to score some super valuable points for their respective teams. The Pink Panthers are out of the battle for best of the rest in the championship, but on a race-by-race basis, they are right up there, so let battle resume. And number 5, the bonkers fans and their fantastically weird props. From F1 scale cars turned into hats to Ferrari-branded pajamas, everything and anything will make an appearance this weekend. Great passion, brilliant fun, Japan truly turns F1 cray-cray for a few days and you gotta love it. Speaking of fun, how about a drinking game for this Sunday? 1 sip for every pit stop and overtake, 3 sips for every safety car and retirement, and a special one on this, down your drink if either Mercedes or Ferrari deploy team orders. Right, time for the predictions. Pole position goes to Lewis Hamilton. And this is a lot crazier than one might think. The fact is, Lewis has only 1 pole position at Suzuka. He qualified P1 at Fuji in both 2007 and 2008. But for Suzuka, he qualified on pole only in 2015. But this time, especially if it rains, I think he will nail that pole position lap and grab the 80th P1 start of his Formula 1 career. 80th. As for the end of the race, from P10 to P5, Gasly, Leclerc, Hülkenberg, Ocon, Ricciardo and Verstappen. P4, Kimi Raikkonen. P3, Valtteri Bottas. P2, Sebastian Vettel. And the winner from pole position, Lewis Hamilton. Hopefully without team orders. we'll see. Finally, I would like to say that for such a great circuit as Suzuka is, and the terrible joy it brings to the F1 fan, I think it is important that every time F1 goes back there that we take a moment to remember what happened on the 5th of October 2014. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment below with your thoughts, your predictions for Japan. And well, if you have any Formula 1 related question, I'll be more than happy to talk to you guys. Drop a like, share this video around on social media, and if you're new around here, why don't you subscribe for more Formula 1 content? It's free. I've been Chip. You can find me on Twitter at chip_DGS and on facebook.com/digitalgrandstand. Let's have another brilliant Grand Prix, shall we? Cheers.